Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up, bold, and the beautiful comings and goings sees proof that Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, and R.J. Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, are gone for good, and we are going to tell you why. We've also got some more guest stars coming on, and some more people that are coming on over the next few weeks. So we're going to talk about all that, but particularly about Matthew Atkinson and Joshua Hoffman, who of course play Thomas and RJ. All right, before we talk about Atkinson and Hoffman, we have a special event that's going to bring in some new faces. This week, we've got 4 people that are going to be in and out on little guest arcs. Beginning on Monday, we have the Forrester Creations fashion show kicking off, and we're going to have reality star turned pop star Heidi Montag on, and her husband, Spencer Pratt, who is the Burrito King. You may remember them from The Hills, the mid-2000s reality show on MTV. It was pretty good. Also guesting is Laura Lee Bell as Christine Williams in another crossover from Young and the Restless. She is a VIP guest at the big fashion show, and she has scenes with Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Eric Forrester, John McCook, among others. If you didn't know it, showrunner Brad Bell is Laura Lee's brother. Another fashion show cameo is going to be social media influencer Markle Washington, who is front and center checking out the couture designs. We're also going to have more of Sophia Paris McKinley, who continues in upcoming episodes as Kelly Spencer. Meanwhile, fans are clamoring to know when we're going to see Beth Spencer on screen because her dad, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, is facing what looks like a death sentence. And it's all Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Missinswood, and Kelly. And you know, everybody wants to know why only one of Liam's 2 kids is around, in which that's a very good question. You would think Hope Logan, Annika Noel, would be wondering why Liam hasn't been by to visit Beth. So hopefully, they're going to find out that Liam is ill as well. Speaking of Steffi and Hope's ex, as Liam's medical crisis continues, we're going to have more scenes with Ashley Jones as Dr. Bridget Forrester. But for those asking, no, she is not back for good. She's not on contract. Same goes for Cassandra Creech, who has more scenes as Dr. Grace Buckingham. And I also just want to address a rumor. I'm calling it a rumor. Some people are calling it news, but it's fake news actually about Scott Clifton and Don Diamond's contract status, just before we talk about this Thomas and RG thing. So I see people dropping comments here. I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it on some soap forums, and everybody's saying, oh no, Liam is not dying because Scott Clifton just signed a new contract. That's not accurate. So there's this old story from like 2 or 3, I think 3 years ago, that was published on another site that announced Don and Scott had signed new contracts to continue appearing as Bill and Liam. The thing is, their website has some issues, and their older stories don't display the date. You can actually see there's broken code displaying. So there's no date on this article, but is very old. I went back and verified it like literally. I think it's either from 2022 or 23. I think it's from 2022. Anyway, so people are wrongly assuming that this is news. It is not. It is very, very outdated and old. Just to be clear, Scott Clifton's contract status as Liam is not known. That being said, I seriously doubt Liam is going to die. I'm expecting, miraculous 11th hour surgery to save him just like they did with Eric. This plot feels like almost a complete redo of that oh no, he's going to die story with at the end of 2023. And if you remember, there was fake news then saying that John Cook had signed a new contract. So if you see more of this, you should doubt it because it was the same thing where it was an outdated article that had a broken dateline on it, so people didn't know when it was. And this one site that's really known for obviously lying to people, I don't even know how they still get clicks. Anyway, they had deliberately had her write a lie, and she even wrote a little expose about being forced to lie, and she left the website subsequently. So you know, check and verify. Also, be sure to watch for Jack Wagner's return as Nick Marone starting in June. And to correct another rumor, no, he is not going to be on contract on Bold and the Beautiful, because Jack Wagner is on contract at When Calls the Heart on Hallmark. He has been confirmed for season 13 of that show. So this is going to be a short-term thing. It's going to be, I think, more than a drive-by. We'll get a few weeks, but filming for this Hallmark TV show usually runs from late summer through fall. They've not confirmed how long Jack will be on as Nick. But hopefully he and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, can do some healing before he has to leave Lay. Alright, finally, the update you have been waiting for. Let's talk about the contract status of Matthew Atkinson as Thomas and Joshua Hoffman as RJ. So the first red flag that we might be losing the Sons of Ridge came at the end of the year, because in late December 2024, Bold and the Beautiful redid the opening credit photo sequence, and they pulled Thomas and RG out of it. But now there's another huge sign that to me says okay, they're definitely gone. The last time that we saw Joshua Hoffman and Matthew Atkinson's names in the show's closing credits was on March 28th. Just so you know, they do the actor credits like once a week, and I think it's maybe on Fridays. At any rate, they only do it like once a week. They do the producer credits every day. And if you're watching it on a DVR, they kind of run at the bottom, where there's usually a promo screen for another soap or another show. If you watch it on Paramount Plus, the credits are really big and easy to see. And I'm going to show you a couple of screenshots from Paramount Plus. So the last time Joshua and Matthew's names were in the show's closing credits, as I'm going to show you March 28th. And then they didn't show actor credits on US episodes for a couple of weeks. But then on the latest episode this past Friday, April 18th, both Joshua and Matt's actor credits as RG and Thomas have been stripped out. They are gone from the closing credits. So yeah, with them being gone from the intro and now being gone from the credits, it looks indeed like Brad Bell has written them out. And of course, CBS soaps generally do not update fans about actor ins and outs. Bold and the Beautiful is particularly bad about it. So I will say I don't particularly miss RJ, but Thomas' absence is definitely felt. 9. I will let you know if something changes, or if CBS Daytime or Brad Bell actually acknowledges that they have written them out. But as of now, it looks pretty final. Thank you for being a loyal listener.